We finally made it to the mothership. RV capital of the world, Elkhart, Indiana.
Little do we know at the time, we almost didn't make it.
Yikes.
I take my heels into this dirt I love. I know that all I have is more than enough. These are the best days of my life. I'm right where I belong.
Ever since we started RVing, one of the places we wanted to go was Elkhart, Indiana, right?
Yep.
If you know anything about RVs, you know why we wanted to go there.
Yeah.
We call it like the mothership, RV capital of the world.
Yeah.
And we weren't disappointed at all.
No.
We stayed at Elkhart Campground. It's on the northern part of Elkhart, Indiana. It's about a 25-acre campground. We had a blast.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to describe it. It was just a different feeling, and we've been to many campgrounds.
Yeah.
This one was different.
It was different. It's hard for us to explain it,
It's
describe
a feeling,
it. It's
right?
a feeling. I don't know if it's more of a family feeling, because it did kind of feel like we didn't know anyone.
Yeah.
But we kind of felt like we did. Like no matter who you talk to.
It was just
different.
It was always something going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people coming in to maybe have some maintenance work done on their RVs, that'd stay there for a couple nights. People buying new RVs and swapping over, things like that. That was pretty cool. There was always something, some kind of rally going on, and it's just, and we'll talk about that in a second. But it was really, really cool. Now, we didn't realize this at the time, but when we got to Elkhart, Indiana, we almost didn't make it. This is when, we already did a video on this, but this is when one of our wet bolts, our suspension, one of the bolts holding our suspension together actually broke on us. And I think the link will be up here. You can check out our Stranded in Elkhart video. We did that a while back, if you want to get into more details about what happened with that. But I guess it couldn't happen in a better place, right? Because everybody was there. But the campground, I can't say enough, just the feeling was a blast.
Yeah, it was really fun.
One of the neat things, what I really liked about the campgrounds, it seemed like there was always something going on. Rallies, vendors, I think Mo Ride was out there. We did meet Matt with Clean Tank. If you never heard of Clean Tank, I believe it's a franchise. But what they do is they actually come to your RV and they clean your tanks. So Clean Tank, easy way to remember that one. But they actually, Matt cleaned out our black tank and our two gray tanks, did a great job. Our sensors started where we had some bad sensors. They actually worked again. Now they don't use chemicals. It's all, I believe it's like pressure. I think it's a hydro jetting type of technology. Yeah. We did get some video of, they didn't want us to take videos of particular tools that they use, so we couldn't do that. But I was happy with it. Yeah. It is a little expensive.
You watched it. I didn't.
Yeah. But it was worth it.
Oh, right? It was definitely worth it.
Definitely worth it. Our
and we got to meet Matt.
Yeah.
Matt and his beautiful family. Thank you so much, Matt.
Kudos to Matt and Clean Tank for getting our tanks clean.
Yeah.
And it did make a difference. Our gray tanks, they've never been cleaned in 2.5 years on the road, and they were building up a little bit of a smell, I think, and a lot of mold and stuff came out of those. So helped us out, and it was definitely worth it. So
we have clean tanks.
I have a clean tank.
Yeah, Clean Tank's been around for over 10 years now. We've serviced more than 10,000 RVs. Give us a call. You can go to our website, cleantank.com. There's a find a dealer button. You can find anybody in your area, and we'd be happy to clean your tanks.
One of the first rallies that we saw at the RV park was the Avan Rally. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I've never even heard of Avan, but it's an old, they look like Airstreams, right? They look like maybe the predecessor to an Airstream. Yeah. But the Avan was founded, I think, in 1955. They stopped production in 2002. So a lot of these were older RVs, right? And it was actually pretty cool. Just picture a bunch of old RVs, maybe from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and there's probably 20 or 30 of them, I think, in the RV park for about a week and a half, I think. It was just neat to see. Again, it kind of goes back to that whole feeling of being in Elkhart. It's nice to see a group of people like that together. They all had similar RVs, maybe similar goals. You can tell they all knew each other. They must do this all the time. It was just neat to see the way they fixed up, right? Some of these were personalized and the way they did, and kind of neat to see the way things were done way back when
Right.
too. So we
Right.
did get to see an Avan Rally, and that was pretty neat as
Very
well.
cool.
Now we were in the campground for 2 weeks, and there was another rally. As soon as the Avion people left, another rally started. And I'm just going to call this vintage RVs.
It was really cute.
This was cool.
So cool.
Now these were all real small, right?
Yeah, like from the 40s.
I don't.
some of
I
them
mean,
were-
they looked like they could
Yeah.
be. They were pretty old.
Yeah, a lot of them were painted like pastel colors, really like
Yeah.
really just really cute. A lot of them were decorated with like old timey clotheslines and different things hanging out and different
Yeah.
campfires, and I think we even saw like different dinette sets, like the old kind.
Outside.
Yeah, and some of the little campers actually looked like little gingerbread houses almost.
Yeah,
they were so cute.
Yeah, I think they had a golf cart parade.
Yeah, they had a
They
whole
went
golf
around.
cart
People
parade.
went all out.
All out.
But these RVs were, everyone was personalized.
Yeah.
Right. It was funny because you could tell they're having some kind of maybe a best campsite
Competition,
and people had clotheslines with
Clotheslines.
old-fashioned clothes out there. Maybe the little wash tub things where you'd
Oh
scrape.
yeah, the wash rack. Yeah.
Whatever you call those
Yeah.
things, just all that kind of stuff. So it was again that getting back that whole feeling of being in Elkhart,
Yeah,
right? Just
really,
you feel
really
like you're
cute.
really, even though we weren't part of them, we felt like
They
we were.
felt, yeah, and they made you feel that way.
It was neat. It was a lot
It was
of
for
fun.
everybody's enjoyment.
Now after the Avion Rally and the Vintage RV Rally, there was another rally. I believe it's called MAD, Midwest Automotive Design, I believe,
Right.
who put this one. It's all camper vans. This was really pretty cool. I actually looked inside of a camper van and it had a price tag of $290,000 on it.
Wow.
Needless to say, we didn't buy it,
No.
and I didn't touch anything
No.
either. But it was really, really cool. These vans they're pretty awesome, and they're neat to see as well. And not to mention, with all the rallies, the people that we ran into.
Yeah.
We ran into, I believe, or saw, I think 3, maybe 4
Different YouTubers.
That was kind of
Just one
cool.
campground.
In one campground, yep. And we did run into
Trying something new.
trying something
Something
new.
new.
They are huge. They have, I think, almost 1 million subscribers. They're very, very, very big. But they were there. They actually got rid of their old, I think it had a Class A bus type thing, and went to a fifth wheel. So they were in the process of switching everything over to the fifth wheel and leaving. So we did get to see them
Yeah.
leave the campground with the brand new fifth wheel.
Wish
And
them
it's-
safe travels.
it was pretty awesome, and I hope they do well with it.
Yeah.
Hey, remember, wide turns. Wide turns. Looks good.
Now, with all that going on in the campground, if you can pull yourself out of the campground, there's actually a lot to do in Elkhart and the surrounding areas as well. Something that I really liked about, I guess, the town of Elkhart and the surrounding areas is all the vendors, right? I mean, Dexter Axles, MoRide, Lippert, all these vendors, all your RV vendors, they're right there. So what a great place if you need service or maybe just some information or maybe picking up parts, something like that. Everybody is there.
Yeah.
So it's very, very convenient.
Yeah.
And I just kind of thought that was kind of neat. It was kind of neat to see some of the corporate headquarters of some
Right.
of these places as
And
well.
there were a lot.
And if you watch our Stranded in Elkhart video, we had some run-ins with Lippert while we were there too.
Yes,
so
we did.
all
Thank
good,
you, Lippert.
good
Thank
stuff.
you so much, Lippert.
Yeah.
Part of the drive that I enjoyed around Elkhart area was driving to Shipshewana.
That was neat. Yeah.
That was
That was-
a great little town. And of course, I loved being around the horses and stuff anyway. But just to get out and walk around, took Rodeo for a walk with us, and
If you never heard of Shipshewana, it's a large Amish community, which we really enjoyed the Amish in Hershey, Pennsylvania. But this was kind of neat, right? We got to walk around town. Again, there's a lot of horse and buggies. So it was neat. It was very quaint. I think that it's only had a population of about 1,000, something like that. And I think certain times of the year they have one of the largest flea markets in the
yeah,
Midwest.
we didn't make it to the flea market.
We didn't
We'll have
make
to
it.
go back.
Yeah. But Shipshewana, again, if you're in Elkhart, it's definitely worth it's only maybe 10 miles away. We went there and had lunch and some ice cream.
And popcorn.
And popcorn
Yeah.
too. So that was pretty neat. Something else, now this is something that I really enjoyed. I know you enjoyed it as well. On another day, we went up into Michigan to, was it Benton?
Benton, Michigan.
Benton Harbor.
Benton Harbor.
Benton
right.
Harbor, Michigan. And this is actually where those Avion RVs used to be manufactured there. But we went to Benton Harbor, Michigan, right on Lake Michigan. There's a couple lighthouses there. We went there. We just kind of spent the day. We went and had lunch. We enjoyed Lake Michigan, walking around the lighthouses, watching the boats come in and out. It was just fun. It was just, again, something else to see, something else to experience. It was
something new.
A lot of fun.
Beautiful.
So that was Benton Harbor, Michigan. Definitely worth a day trip.
Yeah,
right.
Afternoon, whatever.
Afternoon and have a lunch or a dinner. It was actually a lot of fun. Well, we made it to Lake Michigan.
Yep.
Right. We got a lighthouse behind us.
Really pretty.
So we're gonna go check it out. Looks like a nice little walk.
Yeah, beautiful day.
Dogs are not allowed on the beach. We have Silver Beach just on the other side of the inlet here. We can't take rodeo on it, but we want to be on this side anyways, just to check out the lighthouse. We'll go walk out there, look at Lake Michigan, and enjoy a couple hours out here anyways. But it was actually a pretty drive here from Elkhart, from the campground. We took all the back roads, and it just nice. It took about
It was a nice drive. A lot of farmland.
Yeah, about an hour to get here. It's about 45 miles ish, but pretty cool. So we're in Michigan. We're gonna go check out Lake Michigan.
And we're staying in Elkhart, Indiana, and we decided to make the drive. Not quite an hour, right?
Yeah, about an hour.
Yeah.
So let's go check out a lighthouse.
Yep.
Now, one of our big reasons for going to Elkhart is we really wanted to go to the Grand Design Factory Tour. And this was pretty cool, and this did not disappoint. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. Very, very informative. If you've never heard of these factory tours, I think most likely all the RV manufacturers, or most of them, probably do it. Of course, we did Grand Design because we have a Grand Design RV.
Right.
This was really, really neat. Now, we messed up. I should say we almost messed up. We almost didn't get to do this factory tour. Grand Design on their website has a place where you can sign up for these tours, and these tours do go pretty quick. They get filled up. We almost didn't make it. Luckily, Dina was called, and they got a couple spots for us. So if we ever do this again, we're definitely gonna make sure we go to the website and sign up ahead of time. And I'm not talking a couple days ahead of time. It's a week or month ahead of time. Yeah. But this was really neat. So the whole process is you kind of go to the website, you sign up, you can pick. Again, with Grand Design, they have different factory tours. So we did like the Momentum tour. I think they have maybe a reflection tour.
Solitude.
Possibly. And I don't know exactly how the tours are designed, but we did the Momentum tour. So it was neat. But what you do is, again, you would go to the website, you sign up, you go to the Grand Design corporate headquarters, and they're in Middlebury, Indiana, which is just about, I'm guessing, 5 to 10 miles east of Elkhart. Everything is right there. Right there. It's pretty amazing. We went to the corporate headquarters. We actually saw the president. The president of Grand Design walked out. He was going somewhere. We saw him. But you go there to their main lobby. We had to fill out some paperwork. I'm sure it's insurance type stuff. I didn't even read it, to be honest with you.
Some kind of waiver.
Yeah, some kind of waiver. We did fill out some paperwork. They give you a little orange vest because you are walking through a factory. Once everybody gets all their paperwork done, a tour guide came out, and they put you on a little bus, basically, and we went to, I think, 2 or 3 different factory buildings. These things
we went to more than 2, I think.
Huge, right?
Yeah, huge.
They are massive, but they had it kind of in sections. We went to a building. They were showing how they put the frames together, which was actually pretty interesting. How they do the sides, where they laminate the outside with all the processes they do. I forget everything they do now, but they really did a great job of explaining to us at the time. I forget the types of glue they would use and the processes they had to use with the glues to keep the laminate sticking together. Right. That was really interesting. That the templates and all they used for the frames, the aluminum, how they kept them temperature controlled.
Oh yeah.
Very interesting. One of my favorite parts of the tour was when we got to closer, I think these were in the same building if I remember correctly, but we got to see the frames, right? The undercarriage, the bellies. And I think these
That
are
was something you really wanted to see.
Yeah, and I took a lot of video
Yeah.
of this. I can't show all of it, but I wanted to see what is up underneath, right? So when these frames, we saw some that were upside down, so you could see where, you know, the black tank is, the gray tanks, the water tanks, how all the plumbing is ran, how the electrical wires are ran, how the through frame hydraulic slides, how they're mounted. All this stuff you can see. So, you know, if you do have an issue in the future, you I can go back to my video now and kind of, okay, you know, see what's there.
What's what.
To me, that was worth the whole factory tour. That was worth it for me.
Yeah.
You probably didn't get into it as much as
No,
I
I
did.
didn't, but I enjoyed watching you get into it as much as you did.
That was neat. And then I believe it was the same building. We got to see the roofs, how they put the roofs together. It kind of reminded me when I was a kid building old balsa wood airplanes.
Yeah, you
all
said
the
that.
frames and stuff, and you know how the wires are going through there, how the AC duct system goes through. It's just knowledge.
Yeah.
It's just good knowledge especially if you're a full timer.
Yeah.
It's nice to know, okay, here's my ceiling. I know
Right.
what's in there now and some things like that.
Right.
So that was fun. And then towards the very end, we got to see close to the final product, right? There were all the frames, you know, basically everything's put together and they're kind of putting on some of the finishing touches. So it's kind of neat to see all the way from the frames, the laminate, the siding, to the undercarriage, the windows, the slides. They had some slides there, all the way up to the final product. And it was kind of neat. There was actually a couple on our tour that they found their RV was actually being built. They could look it up by the serial number.
Cool.
So they got to take some pictures by their RV that was just then being built.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
We're getting a new RV.
No, we're not. They're waiting on us. Go. We had a blast in Elkhart between the campground, the rallies, the factory tour, Shipshewana, driving to Michigan, and the lighthouses. We had a blast, but we did save the best for last.
We toured the RV Hall of Fame and Museum. And if you don't know, KYD, also known as Keep Your Daydream, has a little bit of their history in that museum.
It was pretty cool.
The bird.
You want to go see the RVs? Huh? You want to go see the RVs? We're at the RV Museum in Elkhart, Indiana. We're getting ready to go inside and check it out. We've heard this is pretty cool.
Awesome.
One thing that's really nice about this, though, is the dog, our pets are allowed inside.
Yes.
So Rodeo's going to join us
Under
today.
AC.
And we're going to go check out some RVs.
Yeah.
I can feel the fire burn in my heart, make it through the twists and turns, out of the darkness, built from broken bones. When times are tough, I walk ahead and brave the storm. Skies will
Okay, we just got in. I kind of have mixed emotions already. I just got my first senior discount.
Did you really? What was it?
$5 off.
Oh, nice. Wait, did you get mine too?
Oh yeah. I'm sure if they got mine, they got yours.
I am 9 months older than him and he acts like it's
Cougar.
30 years. Just do it.
We're gonna go RVing.
Just do it.
All right. I see some pretty old stuff in here already, so we're gonna go check it out.
Pretty cool.
One
This
cool
place
thing
is big.
Yeah, and pets are allowed too.
The rodeo, show rodeo. She's being so good. She had to come out today to run around with us.
It's a beautiful, crazy life.
We just did the Grand Design Factory tour. It looks a lot like this.
A lot.
A little bit bigger.
A mini version.
In my lungs and my heart beats fast. It's a beautiful, crazy life. I'm alive, have feeling the sun, and I won't look back. I'm running to chase the light.
RV founder
Oh, this should be
home.
pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see some pretty old RVs in
Yeah.
here. So this should be pretty cool.
Maybe we'll see our RV in there. It is 2 years old.
I think it's time for a new one.
We're vintage.
Yeah, we're vintage.
You're more vintage than me.
Geez. Here we go.
1913 travel trailer. It says don't touch anything. See the yellow
Did
rope?
it? Oh.
Okay, you've already messed up the factory floor. You broke the handle on this.
Okay, I'm leaving.
And now you're getting into something I'm supposed to get into. We just started. And then you got the Model T.
Look at this. That is so cool. That is
tough, doesn't
really cool. Look
the
at
wheels
that.
On that.
Oh my goodness.
I can see the mountains move. In my heart, I knew that I would make it through. I'm running free now. I love these open roads.
We just walked in this part of the
This is
museum.
really cool.
It really is. And my head's going back and forth, back and forth. There's so much to see. They got a couple things from 1913, 1916. Really, really cool.
Yeah.
And these some Airstreams from the mid 50s. So older than me.
Older than you.
Older than me, but
Older than me too.
barely.
There were nights I came so close to giving up, but I keep breathing. I'm holding on to hope. I'm alive, got air in my lungs, and my heart beats fast. It's a beautiful, crazy life. Oh, I'm alive, I'm feeling the sun, and I won't look back. I'm running to chase the light. It's a beautiful, crazy life.
This is kind of neat. 1968 Jayco pop-up. This looks a lot like when we were kids. My parents had a pop-up. That's how we started camping. This reminds me a lot of it. This is the first one we've seen in the museum now that has where the slides come out from the pop-up. Pretty interesting though. I'll show you on the inside. So you have a bedroom up in there, dinette, kitchen. Of course, these I'm sure fold down into beds, and another bed up in there.
It's a beautiful, crazy life. Oh.
Okay, I feel like we're in royalty now. This is KYD's old bus. Keep your daydream. If you haven't watched them on YouTube, they're one of the big boys.
This is their Daydream bus that
Yeah.
I think they donated it to
They
the
must
museum.
have,
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So
Very
you can check
cool.
this
I
out.
remember watching the video a while back. That's cool.
Yeah, in case you've never heard of them, they're really, really big on YouTube. But if you watch them, come back and watch us after that.
This is pretty cool. I might be able to drive this. I was hoping there was a horn and I was trying to beep it.
Oh boy.
It didn't work. Look at all the gadgets. Didn't
Okay, KYD, just in case by chance one day you watch one of our videos, we did find this old blender in your old RV, so give us a holler and let us know if you want it back or not. If not, we'll just leave it here.
This is pretty cool though.
It is, yeah.
It really is. It's very nostalgic.
But it's kind of cool. We've learned a lot from them while you're starting to research RVs. This is one of the couples or families
Yeah.
that we watched a lot of their YouTube
still do.
videos. We
Yeah.
still do. We learned quite a bit. So it's kind of cool to see one of their old RVs here in the
It is,
museum.
very cool.
And I guess thank them for all the stuff we learned from
Yeah,
them too. So and
definitely.
we still continue to learn. But pretty cool. Pretty interesting.
Hey, Mark and Tricia, let us know if you need anything out of the RV.
Yeah, we did find you're a part of a blender, some silverware, and some cups in there. We're
A couple
here.
really cool signs.
We're here for a couple more hours. Ping us if you want anything back out of there. There are some water spots though on your dishes, so. That was pretty cool.
That was really cool.
That was really cool. It did take us a couple hours to go through.
Yeah.
It was very, very interesting.
Mhm.
I really liked some of the older stuff. They had stuff from the 1913s to 1916s.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. They had an old Mae West RV in there as well. What was your favorite?
I think KYD.
Yeah,
The bird.
The bird was in there.
Very
so-
cool to see because we watched the video.
Yeah,
It's just
so
like
that was pretty cool.
so cool.
If you're in the area, definitely worth a stop.
Definitely.
We had a lot of fun. So when in Rome, do as the Romans do. When in Elkhart, Indiana, do as the RVers do.
We hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. We really enjoyed the tour, and it's definitely worth a stop if you're ever in the Elkhart, Indiana area. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and safe travels.
Remember, always live life to the fullest.
God bless and have a great week.
And if you did go watch KYD, come back and watch us afterwards.